Yeah.
Are y'all doing Mando $40 straddle?
Not mandatory.
Just
highly
happening.
encouraged.
It's just happening.
It happens, yeah, pretty regularly.
It's just happening.
It's about half the
Which
table.
is always what you want to see when you're playing high as it is.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you guys want to
You
double
got
straddle?
yeah.
Great.
You got a hand here, Brad.
Yeah, got the King Jack suited.
The Royal Flush Draw and a couple sticky players behind you.
People, yeah, I mean, there's some Bradley dollars out there now, and they're coming after him.
They're coming after him,
That's
that's
right.
for sure.
That's right.
Were you prepared for the level of insanity that is Dallas poker when you came here? Were you expecting things like this?
I'd heard the stories, seen some of the video clips, heard of like the 100K plus pots, various things like that. So here, I just got bored. And bet.
Hey, I hear you.
Figured no one's gonna have a queen all that often, but
That's
there's
fair.
in there with the old Queen 7 suited.
Yep,
Computer hand.
going nowhere. And I really
flopping
don't.
trips.
I really don't mind your bet here at all. It's like the board is super dry, and you can maybe take it down right now.
Yeah, I figure Bear might have some kind of 8 here a lot of the time.
A lot of the time.
So now I'm gonna increase the pressure, and I bet 500.
I like it.
But it's not gonna
It's
work.
not working this
It's
time.
not gonna work.
This is one of those unfortunate times where you're running into it, but it's hard for him to wake up with a queen.
Bear's just
Yeah, I
gonna
mean, I just figure he's gonna have an 8 a lot, or like some other small pocket pair that he's not really gonna want to be.
which, if you're paying attention to on the stream behind, he has
He's had all those
second
types
and
of
third
hands.
type pairs against 3 other players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he did the right thing, I think, by calling there on the turn and giving you one more chance to bluff at it, but you did not oblige.
No.
And
I just figure he's got a queen a lot of the time at this point.
Yeah, probably time to slow down. Instant fold there from Brad. Good fold there. Almost irrelevant.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, this is like it's like been a 5, 10, 20, 40 game a lot of the time. Sometimes the $80 straddle is on there. So
Which is
yeah, that's pretty
just
big.
obscene.
You guys were not prepared.
Well, I mean, we've seen a couple of the streams, so we knew that I guess we knew like that we shouldn't expect anything in particular. Like we could expect anything at any time.
Yeah, very fun. And I know everybody's appreciated y'all being here. Very fun energy. And the bad beat hit while y'all were here.
Yeah,
which
saw that.
was
which is insane.
It's awesome.
it's a very hard bad beat to hit.
It's a very narrow window for that, and it just so happened to happen 2 minutes before the stream starts when you guys are here. So like
Free money.
free, yeah.
Free money. So Brad here turning a straight against Umid, who's calling with second pair.
So Umid played this hand blind because he was away from the table, so
Did
he
he
just
really? Oh,
raised
wow.
it up to the whatever it was pre-flop, and Brad called, and then
Full pot here from Brad. And Umid
Brad
taking a
makes a
look.
Trying to get all the value he can, even with the heart coming in.
So Umid, as he thinks about it, doesn't look like he's gonna
Nah, I mean he's got 10-4.
shows the 4.
I
Like,
love
can you
that he
believe
shows-
this?
I love that he.
Brad shows the 7 of hearts here.
This is awesome. There it is. Yeah, shows the
Nice to
straight.
show
Nice
that.
hand,
He
Brad.
said he wanted to show the 8 of spades. He showed the wrong one.
Oh well.
Umid under the gun +1 pocket 3s.
Going to limp on in here. Yeah, you can usually these lower, tiny little pairs. When you're in early position, it's kind of if you want to do a limp call strategy, so you can try and see cheap flop. That's fine. A lot of times, it's better to just let them go. But if you want to set mine, man, you know what? I say go for it. Skydiver Scott on the button with his favorite hand, it seems, 4 deuce. 4 deuce. Suited this time. And going to get 3 calls all the way around. Andrew in there with 5-4 suited. Peck coming along, ace-9 off. Oh, wow, and Andrew flopping gigantic. Skydiver, bottom pair and a flush draw. Andrew, bottom 2 pair. Peck, ace-high, and Umid, bottom pair, under pair to the board. Backdoor equity. I think Andrew just elects on a flat call here, which I'm kind of surprised at, honestly. I would expect, given that there are multiple players in the pot, you would want to, and that he's out of position, you would want to start raising it up here. You don't block top pair, which is very important. You don't block hard draws, which is very necessary. You don't block any of the straight draws. I think you really want to start building a pot here, but he does elect on the flat call. We're going heads up to the turn.
Ooh.
Ooh,
10 of hearts on the turn.
And you also want to deny equity to hard draws.
So Andrew here, bottom 2 versus Skydiver Scott, who turns a flush. Baby flush.
Baby flush, but he's got one. Either way. going for value here. I don't think Andrew can fold just yet. Bottom 2 pair. It's kind of fishy when Skydiver continues on a overcard to the 8. That is the main target you have for your hand.
So a $700 bet. Andrew's got 8,000 behind.
Yep, and he does elect on a call here. I think that's fine.
River to full house last time. Maybe he can do it again.
No.
No.
I saw the pair. I saw a pair, but yeah,
He'll
gets
save some money
counterfeit.
now because of this paired board.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Skydiver, unbeknownst to him, hates this card. Still got to go for value with the 4 high flush.
2,500 in this pot. 18,000 between these two players. You know, Andrew can't call much here. He's got to make it super cheap. If so, but Scott's going to bet huge. Andrew's going to instant fold. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah, I think that's how it's going to go. Yep.
Okay, not instant fold, but
Not an instant fold, but he is counterfeit. Maybe saving a little face right now. Really got the business look on his face. Look at that. Wondering if Skydiver's maybe just making a move.
with like a pair and one heart.
Yeah, probably.
Well, even so, you're
it's
losing,
Andrew's still
you're
only
losing
got-
to the ace-eights of the world with ace of hearts.
Yep. Yeah, there's not much that you beat here for Andrew. He might be thinking about doing something crazy. Doing something like crazy. If he shipped it here, I'd lose my mind.
Andrew's got game for sure.
Wow.
Ooh.
And he puts in the raise. Oh, man.
Insta call by Skydiver
Snap
Scott.
called. Wow. That right there is a very high-level play by Andrew. He blocks. He has the bottom pairs locked up. He has all the sets in his range at this point. I think maybe if he had raised the flop, gotten called by Skydiver, this might have gotten through a little bit more.
Mention this DM that Dylan sent me, if I can try and find it real quick. But yeah, the variance, like, it can be frustrating for sure, because
The PLO guys seem to be like expectant of it. Like they're used to it. It doesn't bother them at all. But if you're transitioning from 2-card to 4-card, it seems like how would anybody want to play this for a long period of time?
Yeah, but I mean, it's tough to, it's a little bit tough to run up like a 10x stack and no limit, whereas like in PLO, this kind of happens
Pretty often.
kind of often, yeah. Anyway, I was like responding to one of Dylan's posts on Instagram. I said, the swings are real. And he said, you must let the variance flow through you.
Wow.
There you
it's
go.
very zen.
Yes, indeed.
And it probably is the best way to look at
that's
it.
very
Yeah.
Dylan right there.
No, I like it.
So we've not too many interesting hands. I mean, I've been paying
No, I
attention
know.
to the
I was about
chat.
to say, we haven't seen anything over like an $800 pot in a little while.
JP Lossman asked, do people play against Andrew, we're going to talk about you in the third person, differently because of the vlog, and does that impact your game? Like opponents opening wider than usual and bluffing more often?
Yeah, I don't know. Like in this particular game, I don't think it's going to happen all that often, because these guys, they get to play on stream whenever they want, so they get some camera time.
Sure.
If they're so interested. But a lot of times at the meetup games, yeah, people like they want to get into the video, and so their ranges are going to be.
Isn't that a
little bit
funny dynamic about
Yeah.
So
humans?
interesting.
It can make it a little tough, because you never really know what
you're at.
someone's motivation is. If they just have aces, or if they're just like trying to do something to
Make a move on you.
make for a good video scene.
Uma just rivered Brado with Queen 7 suited here.
Trips. Suck out. Love
Well,
it.
I guess Brad only had ace
So
high.
he didn't have much, but still.
He's the other guy?
That is the other guy.
I've definitely played with him.
Salvador Cervantes and Mr. Matt Barge.
I definitely played with Matt elsewhere, and he did not make it easy for me.
Yeah, no, he's a very, very tough player.
Mr. I-20, shout out TCH Dallas. Shout out to you, Mr. I-20. Shout out to the best interstate in the country, Interstate 20. I don't know if that's true, but I grew up off of I-20, so I'm biased. But they do have a good vlog, entertaining stuff.
Yeah.
Bunch of big hands here.
Bunch of big hands. Ace, big slick, gets called by 8s and 7s, both trying to set mine. JD putting in the squeeze with Queen, and Bear wakes up with aces. Everyone gets aces.
Let's go. 4-bet to
What is
$4,000 after a 3-bet by JD.
Cold 4-bet in the straddle.
And Andrew Neeme is like, well,
Wow.
ace king off.
This
Doesn't
is-
feel as comfy.
No.
Seeing that, but he's also seen Bear kind of spaz out a little bit with kind of like 3-6 suited earlier. And so if you're Brad, what do you
man.
do? I mean,
This is rough. Ace king offsuit.
he's more concerned about
Yeah.
JD.
Oh, I'm so glad he folded. Honestly, because like there are too many people behind you. They could hold you. They could be holding your outs. Ace king's not going to hold up that much. And wow, is Umid? Oh my god!
Umid
I
was
thought
in
he
the
was.
rack.
I totally thought he was going to call with the sevens. We know that the 7 was coming on the flop. We know that was happening.
The JD, I don't think can
It's the
call
nuts.
2,800 more with Queen Jack
No,
suited.
no, he's going to let it go. And Bear actually getting a pretty good profit with aces there.
$2,000
Two
profit,
Gs.
uncontested.
Brad waking up under the gun. Ace king, big slick, diamonds.
Nice hand for Brad. Hasn't had many. I mean, he flopped that straight this hour, but hasn't had many hands other than that.
Yep.
He's going to open it to 60 with ace king suited.
Getting a light call here from Zach in the +1. Nate, not so light of a call.
3-betting.
In fact, putting in a 3-bet. Kyle Z snap folding king jack suited, folds all the way around to Brad, who's loving life at the moment, getting 3-bet when you have ace king suited under the gun.
Somebody asked about what does match the stack mean.
Wow, and Brad, does Brad just ship it? Oh no, 1.2K. Okay, I was like, wow, what a big 4. And what did someone in the chat say?
What does match the stack?
Match the stack is, so normally the game will start with a cap. This game started with a 5K cap, and now that people have doubled up through other players, they have $10,000+ in their stacks. And any player that wants to can now add money to match that stack. Here we go. This
So Brad flops huge here. Top
Giant.
pair.
Broadway
ma-
draw.
I don't know if it's huge, but
It's pretty
good
big.
flop for ace king.
It's pretty big.
Top pair, best kicker, Broadway draw. Nate here, second pair with also a Broadway draw.
Yeah, this flop kind of sucks sometimes because now you've taken out 2 of your biggest value targets, ace queen and ace 10. You no longer can get value from because you obviously lose. However, your hand still has so much raw equity to the draw with Broadway, and you still have top pair. You have top 2 pair outs, and there's still plenty of things you can get value from on a board like this, like spade draws. Nate has an exact hand that you could get value from. A queen with bink to the king for Broadway. Pretty rough spot to be in.
Yeah, so Nate here contemplating a $900 call into a $2,500 pot. And Brad's going to take it down. Nate gets out of the way, and I can provide zero insight
Yeah,
into
no,
that world.
I have $0 invested in crypto. So
Andrew's leaning forward a bit. It looks like he's maybe trying to game a little bit. Jack 10
yeah.
suited under the gun +1.
gonna open it up here. Very natural open. Peck, pretty easy to defend here. 10-9 suited.
A lot of advocating for everyone's crypto of choice. Feel free. So four-handed, Andrew. I'm not sure how much he bought in. I'm not sure if he's stuck, but he had given a little bit back earlier, a couple hands earlier, and so maybe a little less respect from the players, calling him a little lighter. Queen 3 suited and Queen 7 suited, completely missed. Peck here, top pair, backdoor spades. Andrew actually flops the best of it. Top pair, pretty good kicker. Jack
Good
10.
kicker. And I do like the half pot bet size here. Honestly, this hand is one that needs a little bit of protection. Still plenty of things to get value from. So you could even go bigger potentially. Like Peck is never going to fold a dominated 10 here. But obviously that's all in the hindsight. Ace spikes on the turn, brings in the diamonds. Man, everyone hates that card. Andrew now checks it over to Mr. Peck, who might get a little squirrely if he so chooses, but elects to check it back. What is that on the end? A 9! Oh my god.
Oh,
Andrew getting out, getting sucked out on, man.
He knows that card's not good.
Not good at all. That's the one target he had for his hand.
6-7 gets there. Queen Jack gets there.
Everything is there.
Jack 7 suited.
Andrew is
already
not,
is there.
Yeah, it's like Andrew is now not interested in putting even another $1 into this pot, I'm sure.
So Peck's gonna make it real cheap.
Yeah, I think so. Puts in. I like the smaller bet. I would have even gone smaller in my opinion. I would have gone like 3 to 250 to 300. Andrew now had the best hand on the flop. Kind of sucks when the one value target you have now gets there on the river. Flush is there. Ace got there. Everything's there. Literally everything got there. I can't see a hand that didn't get there. So it's like, oh, it's crazy. It's hard to lay these down though sometimes whenever you flop the best of it and you're like, well, what do I do with it now?
It's so cheap, and I'm sure his curiosity is.
Curiosity eats at you a little. Trust me, I have made larger calls purely out of curiosity.
Which is not a plus EV play.
It's not. I mean, I don't know. A few times I've been right, but other times I have been wrong. So, but yeah, he's probably just curious what Peck's doing this with.
I'm willing to bet he's going to fold.
Oh yeah, I don't see why.
Daniel Gunther asks, "What's the purpose of the electronic screen in front of the dealer?" Looks a lot more fancy than what I'm used to
Oh,
seeing.
the tablets on the table? Wow, Andrew's grabbing chips, bro. And he calls it off. Gets shown the bad news. Oh,
Andrew
my
says,
goodness.
Good hand. Zach opening it to 80, Queen 10 suited. Skydiver Scott. It's suited,
Oh
he calls.
God, and just all the premiums for everybody. Everyone gets a premium at least twice on the TCH Dallas. This is just crazy. Andrew here, big slick on the button. You got to love life here. Going to put in a squeeze. I like it a lot. Big size. Yeah, big size. Perfect. I thought it was only going to be like 280 or something, but yeah, 480. Great size. 5x. Excuse me, 6x. I can do math. I like it. With the best hand right now and in position. Looks like Zach really thinking about it. Going to go ahead and make the call here.
If clubs come, this could get pretty expensive for
real
Zach.
Gross. Yeah.
Skydiver Scott calls and Nate calls. Andrew's got to be rolling his eyes.
Yeah. He's like, really? Wow. Yeah, Ace King, not something you want to play multi-way. Definitely a heads-up kind of hand. Until you flop top pair. However, and it doesn't matter because two people just flopped a flush. This is the most disgusting flop I've ever seen.
I mean, and these two guys have $30,000 between them.
Yeah, oh my God, we might see another 30K pot at a 2-5 game.
Nate's got a lead
what's
here.
What's happening? What's happening? I don't even know how to handle it. Nate leads here. I don't think Andrew can fold yet. In fact, a raise wouldn't even be crazy to try and deny equity from diamond draws, and he does. Oh no, he calls. Okay, he puts in the flat call and Skydiver. Flopping a flush, just loving everything about life right now.
This
Puts
hand
in a
is
flat call.
bonkers.
This bonkers is the word for it.
$4,400 pot. Andrew has got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, he has, yeah.
That's one of the cards.
That's one of them. He's now drawing to an ace.
I doubt.
Wow.
It'll be interesting to see if he makes it to the river.
Wow. Here. Yeah. No, it's the only way that this isn't going to make it to the river if Nate decides to slow play here. He has 0% chance to win this hand. However, I do like his decision to go ahead and continue.
Big bet here
big
from
bet.
Nate. He's value owning himself a bit. He doesn't know it.
He doesn't know.
$1,600
flopped it.
SPR for Andrew is basically like you've got to ship it in here.
I think so.
Fold.
I think so. Honestly, I think Andrew just gets felted here, man. This is rough. This is called. Yep, there he is. Chips it. Skydiver.
And
Skydiver trying to keep his pants on. Can I get a count? Can I get a count, please? Like you're calling. Yeah.
And when Skydiver Scott calls here, it screams strength to Nate.
Oh yeah, if he flat calls, it's insane. And I can't.
There's no way he ships here, right?
I can't.
Because he's only getting called
I would
by.
really, really hope he doesn't, just for his own sake. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, Matthew, imagine having 10 high flush and having 0% equity. Yeah, that's not a fun feeling.
Yeah, that's not a good one. Oh man. All the money.
Hey, let's put some one times in the chat for Andrew.
For Andrew.
If you're
Ace
a fan of
on
Andrew.
the river. He's got a 10%. He's actually got pretty decent odds. Any 5, any ace. So
About as good as you could hope for, I guess, in this
seriously
situation.
And wow, and yep, Skydiver does flat call. Nate probably
Nate
just,
might just
so he might just ship it, which honestly I would.
12,000 in the pot right here. He's got a
Yeah.
pot size bet.
I don't know. There is still plenty of poker left to play on the river. Actually, I take it back. I like the flat call much better.
So almost a $14,000 pot. This is the one Andrew needs to win. He's been waiting for this one all night. But,
Yep. Yep.
There's one time.
One time
I'll give
for
him
the
my
one
one
time.
time.
What happened? Oh, they both just flat called.
Deuce.
No
almost looked like a
help.
5.
To Mr. Neeme, Skydiver. Wow!
The paired
Skydiver.
board.
Skydiver, like, really missed out on some value